Hi beautiful people, and here's an action and mystery anime. No really, they don't seem to abandon it for no reason. No really, I promise. Jouran, the Princess of Snow and Blood. Alternative history in 1930s Japan. Action with powers, touches of espionage, and advanced technology.
エビによく似たガだよ。
エビ？何それ？
The visual execution is very good, and the art direction is interesting, because despite using a different style being nothing new, the impact here is good and adds to the various details of aesthetic usage along the episode. And, as it was to be expected with well-done aesthetic work, the atmosphere is perfectly put. I can't say the action was wonderful, but it was good and functional, and I had fun with no, it was really refreshing seeing something like that didn't seem to be, I just made another one of those stories, even if the story itself isn't really that new. 30s, Tokugawa in power because there's a special element, yada yada yada, V for Vendetta in Japan, with half animal-esque people and lightsabers? As I said, the story isn't super original, but a well-done variation always works better than an effortless attempt at something new. On this background, we have people who operate in the shadows, so you know there will be patience. And probably death, until we see that the main character knew someone who was made into Tigress's kid, though no kid was involved, and probably in alchemist meme fashion. Alchemist fashion? No, parachimeras are all good, but there are combinations that not even I can tolerate. In other words, the story is not the implied dictatorship we're in, but what happens in this scenario. Almost as if they knew the story wouldn't be personal without following the people in it. And with that thought, we have the day-to-day of the main more than her life as a spy/assassin. Though it makes more sense that assassin/spies, as well as a moment with her colleague, who openly talks about wanting to do it as much as possible, but this is just a few seconds, give her character, and then they move on. It's the hair falling that comes to mind the most in her case. We're literally watching a person pretending to be what she isn't, and this is visually confirmed more than once without anyone stopping and pointing. And I always feel that if you have to stop and explain that to your audience, it's because you don't think they could understand to begin with. And on top of that, we have just cool imagery. Her being associated to a crow ties her to death and being smart, but it just looks so damn cool as a white deaf bird make your skull visible. It just stops. Highly recommended.